Okay. So again, good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Thursday trauma sensitive yoga. We're just going to embody an easy seated pose. And then we are going to start on our backs today and then work up to a standing position. So just turn your palms facing up and ground yourself to Mother Earth, to Shakmakwe, to the earth energy. Greet your breath. And as you greet your breath, begin to notice every in-breath and every out-breath. Soften your shoulders, let it fall. And then soften your belly. In fact, give your entire being permission to settle into the receptive force of the earth energy. I now invite you to relinquish all external stuff and to come into your own embodiment, into yourself. And as you bring your own awareness into your presence, I invite you to honor yourself. Honor yourself for being here, for showing up, and for coming to do your healing work. For to isolate during difficult times is befriending the friend of trauma, which is isolation. But coming out and joining a community collectively, whether on remotely or whether in person, we bring in a big friend or of trauma that help us to come out of ourselves, to have a place to bring our pain and our hurt, and to have a place where we can strengthen our embodiment, our mind, and our spirit. And that's a beautiful thing. As you breathe in and breathe out, just notice your embodiment. Get a sense of how you're feeling at this given time. Get a sense of the amount of energy that your body has left today for your practice. And remember, with trauma-sensitive yoga, you always have choices. When I put you in a position and your body says different, you do that different thing and you follow the lead of your body. Our bodies know and our bodies remember everything that ever happened within it. Trauma affects us at a neurological level, brain, nervous system. At a biological level, every time we are stressed out or go into trauma response mode, we release adrenaline, opiates, and other medicines that activate the body. Epinephrine or epinephrine. And that floods the body. Trauma affects us at an anatomical level, and all the flexor muscles in front of the body. Every time we're stressed out or in trauma response mode, all these muscles tighten up very, very tight. And also the back muscles, the extensor muscles, they become very rigid. And that's not good for the body, because ultimately we end up with bodily aches and pains, with very little energy and all the other stuff that goes with it. So therefore, trauma-sensitive yoga is so powerful to help us heal from our traumas and from the pains and the difficulties that we endure, because we connect with the body, we renegotiate and let the body know that we are safe. We stretch out all those muscles that are tense up. we open up the body so that the things that we need to release and discharge can leave the body, and the things that we want to bring in will come back into the body. Let's take a few more breaths here, and then we dedicate our practice either to ourselves. Tonight I'm dedicating my practice to Kayla's son, to Jade's sister who passed on a year ago, to my father-in-law, and to our godson Graham, who passed on in March, and then for all those that are going through grief right now, and those who have lost, and also, you know, if we have been traumatized or we are healing from addiction, we are also grieving. So we honor that grief, we work through it, and in that way we heal. And it takes as long as it takes. So now we take a nice deep inhale, we bring our hands into heart center. As we bring our hands into heart center, we acknowledge ourselves and we acknowledge our practice tonight. Take a nice deep inhaling, cleansing breath through the nose and blow it out through the mouth. And again, in through the nose and exhale, blow it out. Now slowly and gently come onto your mat. Bring the soles of your feet onto the earth and then slowly come onto your back. And this is where we'll do our pranayama tonight. We're starting here. And now as you feel your back connecting with the earth and the earth energy, soften into that earth energy. We take a moment here just to give our bodies that time to get used to being in this way now. Take 2 more breaths here. And continue to soften into the earth. And then as you straighten your legs, just open them up slightly and bring your arms over your head, beside your 2 ears. Take a nice deep inhale and stretch the arms all the way up, as if somebody's pulling you by your hands and pulling you up. So straighten and lengthen the arms. Point your toes and stretch out your legs. And stretch out a little bit more. And lengthen a little bit more. And then slowly and gently bring your arms down by your side. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. So we are going to tap into the abdominals a little bit today, strengthening them in our pranayama, in our breath work, warming up the body. So every inhale is we rise the legs up and we bring the arms over the head. We push the heels up, flex the toes, lengthen the arms away from the body. And as we exhale, slowly and gently, we drop the legs nice and slow, mindfully, and we slowly bring the heels back onto the earth, and we drop the palms onto the earth, and everything connect with the receptive force of the earth. Then we take a generous in breath, and we blow it out through the mouth. And we go again. In, legs rise up, arms over the head. Push the heels up, flex the toes towards the face. Stretch the arms away from the body. Squeeze the belly nice and tight. And as you exhale, slowly and gently, mindfully, we bring the legs down and we feel the connection in the abdominals and then we soften into the earth. Nice deep inhale through the nose, and we blow it out through the mouth. And we go again. Inhale, legs rise up, arms over the head, straighten the back of the legs, push the heels up, flex the toes, stretch the arms away from the body, squeeze the abdominals nice and tight. Exhale, slowly and gently, mindfully, bring the legs down, bring the arms down, all the way, and connect with the earth. Once we feel the earth energy, we take a nice generous in-breath and we blow it out. We'll do two more. Inhale, lifting up the legs, arms over the head, push the heels up, flex the toes, and lengthen the arms away, squeeze the belly tight, push the lower back into the earth. Exhale, slowly and gently, mindfully bringing the legs down, slowly and gently, mindfully bringing arms down, and we connect with the earth. Soften into the earth. Take a nice deep, generous in-breath. Blow it out through your mouth. Last one. Inhale. All the way up, arms over the head, push the heels up, flex the toes, stretch the arms out, push the lower back into the earth, squeeze the belly nice and tight. Exhale, slowly and gently, mindfully, bringing the legs down, bringing the arms down, and we open up the legs, turn the palms facing up, and surrender and soften into Mother Earth, into Shkapmakwe. And as you breathe in and breathe out, feel that connection to Mother Earth, to First Mother. Become aware of all the bodily sensations that you feel in your body and honor them. For that's the language of the body, and that's the part of the brain, the reptilian brain, the lizard brain, that can only speak with bodily sensations. And the more we pay attention to it, kindly being present to it, that's when we renegotiate and we soften into it and we heal our traumas. Let's take two more breaths here. So now take a deep inhale. We bring the legs again close together. Nice deep inhale. We are going to bend the right knee, interlace the fingers, bring it 2 inches below your right knee. Take that right knee slightly to the right, minding the ribcage and the chest. Pull the arms and elbows closer to that leg. Drop your chin down onto your chest, and then bulge up your biceps and triceps. And with all the might and strength in your biceps and triceps, pull this knee closer and closer and closer towards your right shoulder. And in doing so, you are massaging your ascending colon, helping with elimination and digestion and release of toxins. You are stretching out that big psoas muscle, the big thigh muscles. You're opening up your left hip. So there's lots happening in this very, very powerful posture right here, right now, in this present moment. So let's take 3 more breaths. After 3 breaths, we're going to bend the left knee, take the right foot, let it just hang over besides the left knee. We lift up the left leg. We look and we see the triangle. We take the right palm, push it through the triangle, left arm outside of the thigh. We grab around the thigh where you can interlace your fingers. You can either rise this leg up, flex the toes, or you can let the leg hang. The big thing here is you create a tug of war. You push the right knee away from your body and you kind of pull the left leg forward a little bit, just a little, just to create that tug of war for a beautiful stretch. Close your eyes. Let's take 4 breaths. Once you've completed your 4 breaths, bring your arms out by your side, palms facing down. Then slowly and gently bring the left leg down towards the earth. Then take the right tippy toe and see if you can just swing it over a little bit and connect with the earth or not, and roll your head and face all the way over to your right. So we indulge in a beautiful spinal twist, stretching out the side of the body, stretching out a greater part of the body for 3 more breaths. After 3 breaths, we slowly and gently come back to center, rolling onto the back, straighten that right leg, turn the palms up, open up the legs a little bit and melt into the arms of Mother Earth of Shkapukwe. And breathe, inhaling strength, exhaling, letting go. And we take a time here so that we can allow the healing to begin. All of that amazing work and stretching we did in the body is so healing. So we feel that. And we allow for that integration. So now take a nice deep inhale. We bend the left knee, interlace the fingers, bring it 2 inches below the left knee. You're going to take that left knee slightly to the left, bring the arms and elbows closer to that leg, drop the chin down onto your chin, flex the toes towards your face, squeeze the abdominals nice and tight, bulge up your biceps and triceps, and with all the might and strength there, pull this knee closer and closer towards your left shoulder now. And in doing so, we are massaging the descending colon, helping with elimination, digestion, release of toxins, lengthening and strengthening that big psoas muscle, opening up the left hip. Breathe into it. 3 more breaths. After 3 breaths, we bend the right knee, bringing the right foot onto the earth. Take the left foot, swing it out at the side, creating the triangle, lifting the right leg up, left palm, go through the triangle, right arm outside. We can grab behind the thigh or interlace the fingers, and then we come back into that tug of war. Left knee pushes away, right foot pulling forward for 3 breaths. After 3 breaths, we release the grip, open up the arms to the side, palms facing down, slowly and gently bringing the right leg down towards the earth. And then we lift up the left foot, bring the tippy toe all the way over, roll the head and face all the way over to the left, and we indulge in this beautiful, beautiful stretch and twist. 3 breaths. After 3 breaths, we slowly and gently roll back to center, bring the leg down, open up the knees, keep your legs, your arms out like that, soften into Mother Earth and surrender for 3 breaths and allow for integration, all that beautiful work. Allow it to be integrated into the embodiment. Breathing in and breathing out and noticing all the different bodily sensations in pure awareness, without reacting, without judgment. For the more present we are to the body, the more we heal from our trauma that resides within the body. Inhaling strength, exhaling, letting go. Inhaling strength, exhaling, letting go. So now take a nice deep inhale. So bring your legs together, bring your arms down by your side. Deep inhale, bend the knees, bring it into your belly, into your abdomen, into your chest. You're gonna give yourself a big bear hug. You can interlace the fingers or grab your opposite elbows or your wrists and then bulge up the biceps and triceps and pull the legs into your belly, to your abdomen for 3 breaths. Massaging all the internal organs. Once you've completed your 3 breaths, just release the grip, open your knees out to the side, lift your feet up, and then see if you can bring the soles of your feet together with your palms, and then just to grab just outside of your feet. If it's available to you, you can bend your elbows and bring it over your shins, or you could just hold on. We're just coming into a hip opener, Baddha Konasana, but on our backs. And then once we're here, we just do a little bit of push down for 4 breaths. And then after your 3 breaths, once you've completed that, slowly and gently bring the legs back down and come back into Shavasana, opening up the legs, let the toes drop to the side, arms down by your side, palms facing up, body melting into the earth and the earth energy, shoulders relaxing into the earth energy for 3 breaths. And we allow the healing to begin. Inhaling strength, exhaling, letting go. Inhaling strength, exhaling, letting go. So now take a nice deep, deep, deep inhale. Again, bring the knees and the thighs into your belly, into your abdomen, into your chest. Grab behind your thighs, and we're going to just rock and roll back and forth on our spine for a few times, massaging the lower back, the middle back, and the upper back, and just letting our inner child come out and play a little bit. As we did this as kids, it's so beautiful and so nurturing. And then we come all the way up, bringing the feet together. Keep on holding behind your thighs. And then first just look ahead of you. Engage your abdominals a little bit there, nice and tight. And just lift your chin up and just take a moment here, just to allow your body to get used to being here. And we're going to come into a boat pose, so nice deep inhale, lifting up the feet, straightening the legs, bringing the elbows out to the side, flex the toes, squeeze the belly tight for 4 breaths. And then slowly and gently bring your feet back onto your mat. Give yourself a big bear hug and love yourself right here, right now, in this moment. Slowly and gently, we straighten the legs. We'll do a nice forward stretch here just to awaken the lower back, middle back, and upper back. So we start off by taking a deep inhale, rising the arms up, lengthening up, stretching up, squeezing the belly nice and tight, pushing the heels into the earth, winging all the toes open, flexing it towards the face. And as we exhale, slowly and gently come all the way forward, all the way. We bring the arms down and we feel, so we either connect around the ankles or maybe our feet, wherever that is for you, or the legs, and we just get a nice stretch for the lower back, middle back, and upper back for 3 breaths. After 3 breaths, we slowly and gently rise back up. Take a nice deep inhale. And as we exhale, we let it go. Now we take a nice deep inhale, shrug the shoulders up, squeeze the belly tight. And as we exhale, we lift up and we roll the shoulder blades and let it fall. We'll do 3 of these. Helps with stress relief, so powerful. Inhale, we shrug the shoulders up as if we want to touch the ears, squeezing the belly nice and tight. And as we exhale, we lift up and we roll the shoulder blades down. And we come back to center. We'll do 1 more. Inhale. Shrug the shoulders up and squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then roll all the way back. And then come back to center. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. So I invite you now just to gently to close your eyes and to embody, to bring your entire being into your awareness and to get a sense of what are you noticing right now in your body. And whatever you're noticing, just honor it. Just honor your body, honor who you are. So now we take a nice deep inhale. We're going to come into Baddha Konasana, butterfly. So we bring the soles of the feet together. And you can grab just outside by the toes or wherever you feel you want to bring your hands. And I think we'll do a nice movement posture here, Kundalini Kriya, by just flapping our butterfly wings, inhaling and exhaling. And I invite you to close your eyes as you get yourself into this beautiful Kundalini Kriya. Kundalini is a form of yoga, spiritual yoga. And instead of just going into the postures, in every posture, you move for a while. Really powerful. And in that way, you're also stretching out, as you can feel. We're just stretching out the muscles. We're opening up the hip joints. And we are lubricating, the tight joints. We're making space in the body. And we're putting in the body in a position to release and discharge all of the tension, the stresses, and the little trauma vortexes that dances around in the body that makes us feel anxious, depressed, and all the other sensations that the body will bring forth to let us know that we have to heal, we have to do something to help him or her or them to open up and to release and discharge. And just to let you know, in the hip joints is where we carry a lot of trauma. So as the hip joints open up right now, just imagine that you're seeing little trauma stuff just leaving the body. And don't forget to breathe. Inhaling for strength, exhaling, letting go. Inhaling for strength and exhaling, letting go. Let's do a few more. So now we take a nice deep inhale as we stop. And then we hold the breath, hold the breath, and then we pull in our root lock, our Mula Bandha, pulling all that internal muscles in and up. We pull in the belly button, so we pull in the belly lock, sealing in that beautiful energy, and then we inhale through the nose, and we exhale, blow it out through the mouth. Another inhale through the nose, and we blow it out through the mouth. All right, so now we did the external rotation of the hips, so we bring the feet flat on the earth, a little bit more than hip width apart. We bring our palms just at the back here, and we just do a nice internal rotation of the hips, just to do that counter pose and to balance everything out. And as you know, in creation and within us too, it's always about finding the balance, finding that balance. And now we are going to come into tabletop on all fours. So make sure that your knees are hip width apart and your palms are shoulder width apart. Root all your fingers open wide and let your belly gravitate towards the earth. And then soften into your breath. Take a deep inhale and then exhale. And we'll do a few cat and cow stretches here. So nice deep inhale, we drop the tailbone, drop the crown of the head, we round the spine like a scary Halloween cat. We take the belly button, scoop it way up into the back of the spine. And as we exhale, the belly gravitates towards the earth. Tailbone rises up and we lift the chin and we look up and back for cow stretch. And back to cat stretch. Inhale, drop the tailbone, drop the crown of the head, round the spine. Nice and tight, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze up. As you exhale, belly gravitate towards the earth, tailbone rises up, we look up and back, keep the eyes open wide. And again, inhale, cat stretch. Exhale, cow stretch, looking up, looking back. Last one, inhale, cat stretch. Exhale, cow stretch, looking up, looking back. And as we come back into neutral spine, drop the belly drop. And then slowly and gently, we bring the tailbone back and down. Then open up your knees a little bit more. And just bring your forearms onto the earth. Bring your forehead onto the mat, coming into child's pose. For 3 breaths. After 3 breaths, we come back onto all fours. The knees or hip width apart, all the fingers are winged open wide, palms into the earth. We curl the toes under and we come into a nice downward facing dog, strength building posture. As we come here, we walk the dog, rolling from the toe mounds down to the heels, from the toe mounds down to the heels, toe mounds down to the heels. Let's do a few more, just stretching out those hamstrings, nice and strong. And then slowly and gently, we walk the hands towards the feet. You bend your knees a lot. Let your torso drop onto your thighs. Grab your opposite elbows and let the crown of the head gravitate down towards the earth, coming into beautiful forward fold. From here, we take a deep inhale and we come into a halfway lift. So palms on your shin, lengthen the crown of the head away from the body and squeeze your abdominals nice and tight. And the next fold, we keep the back of the leg straight and we just forward fold, stretching the front and the back body. Then back into a halfway lift. Engage all your abdominals. Exhale, fold the body in half. And from here, bring your palms, if it's available to you, on your feet or front of your legs, and then slowly and gently, just gently stroke all the way up in front of your legs, feeling your own skin until you come into standing. And as we come into standing, we remind ourselves again about this beautiful posture. Turn your palms facing forward. This posture is Tadasana, meaning mountain pose. And this is a very, very healing posture, because when we stand in Tadasana with the soles of our feet connected to Shakmakwe, and our head is facing up to the sky, and we are in creation, we know that maybe we have been going through difficult times, and maybe for some of us, we landed flat down during our trauma. And when that happens, sometimes it's hard for us to get back up through loss, through grief, through trauma, and all the stuff that happened in life. But when we stand in Tadasana, we are reminded that we got this. We got back up. We're standing tall. We're standing our ground. So let's honor ourselves here as we take 3 more breaths to remind the body that we are warriors, and we got back up. We got this. And so we're going to step to the top of our mat, and we probably have time to maybe do 1 sun salutation. So bring your toe knuckles together, heels slightly apart, and stand nice and tall as you root the soles of your feet into Mother Earth. Take a deep inhale, and we sweep the arms up, and palms connect all the way up. Exhale, we fold the body in half and we come all the way down. We spider web the fingers towards the earth, and we bring the forehead closer and closer towards the knees. Take a deep inhale, come into a halfway lift, palms on the shin. Lengthen the crown of the head away from the body. Exhale, we bend the knees a lot. We plant the palms next to the feet. We step back with the right leg, followed by the left. Take a deep inhale, we come into a high plank. So we just swing the torso forward through the arms, and we drop the tush a little bit for high plank. Then we drop the knees, top of the feet, all the way down to low plank or chaturanga. Inhale, we push the heart through for high cobra, straight arms looking up, looking back, opening up the heart center. And then we come onto all fours, we curl the toes under, and we come back into a downward facing dog. We look down towards the toes, we pull the heels down towards the earth, we bend the elbows a little bit, drop the crown of the head, squeeze the belly tight, rise the tailbone up for 3 breaths. And this is a strength building posture. After 3 breaths, we walk the hands again towards the feet, keeping the back of the leg straight, and we just fold the body in half. Getting a nice back stretch. And then as we inhale, we open up, we sweep the arms up, and we rise up. Bring the palms to connect on top of the head, and we lengthen up as if we want to touch the sky. Then we open up the arms, and we lengthen and we stretch it away from the body, and we bring our arms down by our side. We take a nice deep inhale, we bring the palms in our lower back with the fingers either facing down or facing up. We're gonna do a little back bend here. We push the hip bones forward, drop the head back, fall back, trusting the body. Fall back, trusting the body, just stretching out the front body. Bend the knees a little bit. And then slowly and gently we come back to center. We bring the arms down by your side and we back in Tadasana. Take a deep inhale for strength and take a strong exhale, letting go. Slowly and gently now, we come back to the top of the mat. Take a deep inhale, and again we open up, sweep the arms up, palms connect. Exhale, fold the body in half, spider web the fingers, feet, side the feet forward, closer and closer towards the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Palms on your shin, we lengthen the crown of the head away from the body. We bend the knees a lot, we plant the palms, we step the right leg back, followed by the left. Deep inhale, high plank. Exhale all the way down to low plank or chaturanga. Inhale, we push the heart through for high cobra for 3 breaths. After 3 breaths, we come onto all fours and we come sit on our heels, and we give the front, the thigh muscles a nice stretch, lengthening the spine. We take a nice deep inhale, we rise the arms up, lengthen up, stretch up, as if we want to touch the sky. We open up the arms to the side, lengthen and stretch out there, and then slowly and gently bring the palms onto your mat. Push your feet out to the side, and we're going to come into Shavasana again on our backs, getting ready for our meditation. But before we do that, we'll do a nice stretch first. So soles of your feet flat on the earth, slowly and gently bring yourself onto your back. Open up your arms to palms to the side, palms facing down. Lift your feet up and then slowly and gently roll your knees and thighs all the way over to the right, and you can bring your left knee and thigh over the right. Roll your head and face all the way over to the left for 3 breaths. Beautiful spinal twist. So final stretch and then a meditation. After 3 breaths, we come back to center. We roll all the way over to the left, rolling the head and face over to the right. And I just want to ask all of you not to just jump up and go, but please to take the last 8 minutes or so to be in meditation with us. It's one of the most important pieces for trauma-sensitive yoga, because if you can't integrate all of the beautiful work that you've just done, it's all lost. So give your body a time, we have about 8 minutes to meditate, and then come back up and do that checkout and complete the process. Where are you rushing? There's no rush. Take your time. This is your healing work. And then slowly and gently back to center. Whatever's to happen after this hour will happen after this hour and not before. There's no rush. Where are we rushing to, right? So take your time. We don't slow down enough. So for the integration, you can keep your knees bent. You can roll onto your side. You can roll onto your belly. But here you honor your body for all the beautiful work. So allow your body just to melt into Mother Earth, into Shakmakwe. And I invite you just to do that body scan and to feel the difference from what it was like when you started the practice today. And what are you noticing right now? Find every in-breath and every out-breath, and stay present to all that is happening in your body, and allow for this integration. And as a yogi, a yogini that practiced for years now, I can vouch that this integration and taking a bit of time after is the healing. It completes what we've done. Breathing in and breathing out, and honoring our body tonight. Breathing in and breathing out, giving gratitude to our embodiment tonight for all the healing that has taken place tonight. And if we look at the medicine wheel, we can go through those 4 doorways. And we can start with the eastern doorway. And we can acknowledge our spiritual self and all that our spirit has given us in this beautiful day. All the teachings, all the healing, and all that we have taken in at a spiritual level. And then we move into the southern doorway that represents our emotional self. And as we acknowledge the southern doorway, we give gratitude and thanks to all our emotions, the difficult ones, the happy ones, the sad ones, and we give gratitude that we can feel, because that part of the brain, the limbic system, speaks with our emotions. And we give gratitude. As we move over to the western doorway that represents our physical self, we give gratitude to our embodiment for all that our bodies have given us tonight and what we experience in our embodiment tonight. So we give gratitude to our physical self. And then we move over to the northern doorway that represents our mental self or our intellectual self. And we thank that part for all the learning that has taken place today, all the beautiful things that we've done today, what we've spoken today, and so on. And so, holistically, we have healed collectively tonight in this mindfulness, trauma-sensitive yoga practice. So, as we thank our bodies, we slowly and gently begin to wiggle our fingers and our toes, bringing new life into them. And then we roll onto our right side, and there we thank ourselves for bringing ourselves to yoga practice tonight, for safety, for self-care, for health and wellness, for connection and healing. We press our left palm into the earth as we acknowledge Mother Earth, and as we rise up to come back into that easy seated pose where we started our practice tonight. And in a gesture of gratitude, we bring our hands into heart center and we acknowledge ourselves and we acknowledge our practice. And we end the session with one sound of Om, and Om is the universal sound, reminding us of pure consciousness, the infinite, the omnipotence, the omnipresence, the force, the source, Great Spirit, and our connection to that energy, our connection to ourselves, to our families, our friends, and our connection to the rest of the world. So take a nice deep inhale. So thank you everyone for sharing your beautiful practice and your energy with me and with everyone else here tonight. It's always an honor. Have a beautiful rest of this glorious day and evening. Take all of this with you and apply it to your day-to-day life. And I say namaste, the divine in me. I honor the divine in you all, always. So you can turn on your mics now, and we'll just do a little quick checkout. We just turn off the